Hey YouTube, welcome back to Rando Gaming. Today we're going to show you guys how we farm ore on Last Day Survival. Last Day on Earth Survival, sorry. I always get that wrong. Got to move my spikes back real quick. And we're just going to go farm some ore. We're not taking any stone. I don't need any stone. But if I was going to take stone, I would have a few extra pickaxes. I would have probably 3. Like when I go farm wood, I take 3 hatchets with me. So I don't make the big stuff. I make the cheap ones you can see here. I always carry 2 weapons, a lighter weapon like a golf club, uh, the cleaver you see here, or like the hockey stick, and then I'll bring something like a devastator or a spiked back. Because you're going to come across some fast biters, and you want to take those guys out in one hit just real quick. If you sneak up on them, you can. If they're running at you, you're going to take, I think it's 3 hits with the Devastator. So it's quite a bit less than what the cleaver and the hockey stick and golf club and stuff like that do. So I always carry 1 heavy weapon. The clothing is optional. You can just wear regular clothes. You don't have to upgrade them. I do because you get attacked a lot by other players. And usually I always kill those other players and then rob them. I do to them what they're trying to do to me. So I don't bring any water. I bring a little bit of jerky just for health, because we will go through a little bit of his health. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start walking, and then we'll hit run. Because if you look at it, it goes from 15 to 13 within like 45 seconds. So it's worth 45 seconds of wait time for me to be able to hit it when it gets 13. So I wait for it to drop before I speed it up and run. And it's the same way with the trees over here. I always farm the closest places, by the way. I go green. I never go yellow or red. If you're going for oak, you can go to red, but it's a pain in the butt. There's a lot of ambushing going on. I get sniped out quite often trying to get some oak wood. So if you're going there, I would bring probably a gun, something like that. I don't know. I do see guys all the time. So the first thing I do is I do the corners. I don't pick up any loose wood. The first thing I do is I chop down the trees, and I'll grab any fiber and any ore on the outskirts here. You can see there's a whole horde of them around the boxes up there. So we'll work the boxes here in a minute. We're going to come over here to this corner and just grab everything that's worth grabbing, and we already cleared that other corner. So it's a roamer, so we're going to use the cleaver, and it should take him out in one hit. Now you can see it takes 3 hits when they know you're there. So if you sneak up on them, you get them really quickly. And that's how I save my weapons, is I try to take each zombie out in one hit. Sometimes you're going to trigger other zombies, especially when they group together like that. But like this one, I can keep that other one on the outskirts and sneak up on this one, and then do the same to him. And it's a gray wolf. If you're coming across a fast biter, that's when you want to use your heavier weapon. Come back down here and grab this fiber. Make sure there's nothing around this box before I grab it. And I believe there's another box lower, so we'll go ahead and work our way lower. And I just hit take all. I don't stay in the box long, because what happens is you'll start getting attacked. Maybe it was this way. There's a roamer coming this way, so we're going to work the outskirts all the way around this map. I should have went ahead and switched to Devastator, and it would have took them out in 2 whacks. Run over here and do the same. Clear this corner. I always clear all 4 corners before I go center. That way everything on the outskirts I need is grabbed. All the wood is chopped. You want to use your tools before you start picking up the loose stuff. Hope it don't trigger that deer, because I want that deer. I need hide and meat. I thought that was going to be another player sneaking up on me. So we still need to clear this last corner. We'll run back this way. And what we're doing is we're clearing all the zombies so we can just hit auto. But before we do that, we want to make sure we have all the ore and all the trees chopped. That way he's grabbing loose wood. You should be able to get, I think, 39 wood here. And if you're getting stone and you only bring one pickaxe, you should be able to get 35 in stone after you get your ore. Alright, we're going to go ahead and work on this grouping. So we'll sneak up behind him. It's a fast biter, so we'll switch to Devastator. You can see it took him out in 2 hits. And those guys have rope and cloth on them if you want to go for that. I'm going to switch back to my cleaver here because it was a roamer. That's a roamer, so we'll use the cleaver. And see, it triggered this guy. You could take them out in 2 hits with it if they know you're there. Go ahead and grab the rest of this stuff and we'll kill this guy since he's all by himself. It was a fast biter. I'm glad I had it on Devastator. I wasn't paying attention either. Because if you hit them with the cleaver, it takes quite a few hits to kill the fast biters. Now we're going to kill this one. It's going to trigger the other one, but we're going to use the cleaver because it's a roamer. And then we'll get into this box. And we should have backed off, and then this guy would have came towards us and we wouldn't have triggered that other one. And we'll just hit take all. Now is when we're going to use this and take these. You got to prioritize what you want to take. Oh, come on. Go ahead and grab this fiber and chop this tree while we're out here. And the reason I don't grab the loose stuff, I use my tools, is because the tools will break and then you'll have an extra spot to grab all that loose stuff. That's why I don't grab the loose wood and loose limestone in the beginning. Did we already do this bag? You know what, I will take that deer. Yeah, we already did this one. Alright, so I believe there's another grouping over here we need to take care of. And then we'll just hit the auto button. We'll grab this tree. And as we're doing this, I don't just set it aside, because I don't use the auto button the whole time. I just hit it. It'll grab some of this fiber. I think my wood's full there. So we will ditch something. Let's see. Let's run back this way, because I want to grab these 2 trees. We'll ditch the wire, because I don't need wire right now. And we'll split the wood in those 2 spots, and then we'll take this wood and hit auto again. See if I can't get that deer right there as well. I don't really need the leather. I can ditch the leather, but I like to keep the meat for beef jerky. So we'll go ahead and cut this tree and then we'll hit auto again. And we'll keep the hatchet up until the last minute, up until we know we have all the wood and there's no more trees, and then we'll ditch the hatchet and we will fill that spot with either berries, or if I was going to do uh, limestone, I would grab limestone. And with limestone, if you do it just like this, you take ore with the pickaxe and you only have one pickaxe, you can break quite a few pieces of limestone and almost fill that spot, and then grab all the loose. You end up with 35 pieces of limestone and 39 pieces of wood, only bringing 2 tools. So that's just how I like to do it. You can see I have 2 weapons. If I didn't, I would put my jerky in that spot, and I'd go ahead and fill that spot up with berries or something like that. Alright, so it says we're full on wood. You can see there we have 39. So we will toss that. I don't need stone. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come down here. I'll ditch the stone. I'll grab these berries, and then I'll just hit auto again and go ahead and let them fill up that spot with berries. I don't really need anything right now. I'm just farming, but if I'm going to farm this place, ore and scrap metals, the 2 most expensive, or 2 most important things I want to grab. So we'll just let him run around and fill this last spot. Let's see. Alright, it's full. Make sure there's nothing else. Yep, we can ditch that. And we'll grab some extra fiber. He won't be able to grab. Oh, it's full. So we'll just grab more berries, I guess. There we go. We'll let him run around and grab a few more berries. I just like to fill all my spots. I like to keep them, as full as possible. So we'll just grab some extra berries to munch on the way to refill our health and our belly. It's down to 38, you can see there. But we'll go ahead and look at our haul and see what we picked up. Let's hit it. Let's walk. Let's go here. Alright, so we got 3 pieces of scrap. Usually you can get 15 to 18 in ore. And that was the 2 things I went for. More than anything, I went ahead and filled 2 wood spots so I can fill my coal campfire so I can make coal. Got some more beans. I keep the beans. I do use them. I keep the spare cans because that's how you make this Devastator. You make it out of tin cans, nails, and bars, and a little bit of leather. It doesn't take a whole lot to make the Devastator. It's one of my favorite weapons because it's pretty cheap to make. Now these, we'll go ahead and use these now. Fill our bellies a little bit. It'll fill our, you can see there, it's refilling our hydration as well. So berries don't do a whole lot, but it does enough. If that's all you have. Go ahead and throw these over there so we know as soon as we run in, we're going to run to the metal shop and unload those and get them ready for the furnace. So the tape's more important than anything to me. A lot of the weapons are made with tape, and you can't make tape. So I would have ditched either one of these for the tape. I'd have ditched the seeds for the tape. I have plenty of seeds. I would have ditched this hide. There's a lot here that I would have gotten rid of, especially this. I think I have like 2 full rows of electrical components, and I don't think I've ever used them. Yeah, I did. Maybe on the generator I used a stack of them or something. I don't recall. The bolts you use to make quite a bit of things, so I do try to keep those. But I have so many of them, they're so plentiful that I could have ditched them. So I just wanted to come share with you guys how we farm. We'll do wood next time, and I'll show you guys how we farm wood, because I do it a little bit differently. A lot of people just go kill all the zombies and hit auto. When you do that, you can't be. I'm more selective on what I'm going to carry back. I want to fill all my spots, but I want to fill it with stuff I'm going to use and stuff that I need. So that's just how I do it. A lot of people do it differently. They go and they just hit auto and just start collecting everything around them. Like I said, I like to be selective on what I'm going to bring back. Because if you do it that way, you can't bring back everything from the map, from that area anyways. So I like to bring back the things I know I need and I know I'm going to use. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.